Kyle Dunnigan is in studio.
Yo.
Got live dates coming up all over the place. Moon Tower Comedy Festival in Austin, Texas. That's coming up April 23rd through the 25th. And if you want to check out dates, go to KyleDunniganComedy.com.
Great time for a tour.
Good to see you, my friend.
Great time.
Yeah,
tickets.
never
Get
been a
out
better
there.
time.
Big groups.
It's so it's an interesting thing. Now that I wanted to talk about it in days past, but I'm going to bring this up now. But I started to think, what is my anxiety? Because I don't really have anxiety, but everyone else feel like everyone has anxiety, you know? And I thought, what's your anxiety? And I realized my anxiety is when I'm the seventh car on a left turn arrow on a long signal and the arrow goes green and the first car doesn't move for 4 Mississippi. And I'm like, go! We have to make it. We have to make it. That's my anxiety. So when I see pictures of empty airports, I go, oh, this is a great time to travel
My time
ever.
to strike.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of the anxiety. It's, I got an empty airport. This is going to be awesome.
That's interesting. You know what I do? Maybe this could be spread around. When the light's turning yellow, right? That's speeding up. That's called squeezing the lemon. I just want to get that out there. Maybe,
Squeeze the lemon, yeah.
I squeeze the lemon.
You know what I like? Yeah, 3 squeezes per lemon. When it turns yellow, we should have 3 cars go instead of 2 cars go and move everything 33% faster.
This is the worst when they don't go into the lane.
Oh,
Yes,
they
you start
don't.
riding up on that bumper.
They don't wander into the intersection. And all I ever think about with that person, you can tell from the bald spot, they're like 62 years old.
Right.
You've been driving for 47 years.
You're committed to this.
But the thing I always think about is, who is your best friend and who's your wife? Because if I'm riding with that person, I'm like, what are we doing?
scoot.
Hello,
Yeah, the
go.
whole ecosystem doesn't know what's
Why is there
going on.
nobody coaching you up? I get you. Where's your wife? All right. Kyle, I was. You have the keyboards in front of you, and so that means there's going to be a song
treat.
coming. You won an Emmy for Outstanding Original Music on Inside Amy Schumer.
Emmy. You want to know where my anxiety comes from? When I won that, I brought my mother, which is always a disgusting thing when people do that. But I came back, you go backstage and come back, and the first thing she said to me was, "Can they take that away from you?"
Oh, my God.
That's
Is she
where
a
I come
Holocaust
from.
survivor? I know.
And her voice in my head, I always battle because she programmed me, and I always have that. Like
Maybe she thinks it's like the Stanley Cup.
Who's
You
got you next
you get it
year?
for a year.
You're only as good as your next Emmy.
And I thought that was like, can they? Like, I was like, I don't know, maybe they can. Oh.
Yeah, you should do that with your mom. She should show up to your house and go, what happened to your Emmy? It's like, Paula Abdul dropped an album the next year, and it got a lot of critical
at my
praise.
door.
And so
You were right,
she
Mom.
didn't show up to take it, but obviously someone in her entourage did.
Yeah.
What is your mom? What is that thing with
What
the
is
mom?
she?
What
Yeah,
is
what is
she?
she?
What
What
is
is
that?
that?
I think I have that mom too, although I wouldn't take her
I
anywhere.
actually have gone to therapy and I figured the whole thing out.
What is it?
Well, it's a combination of things. The first thing is I'm the baby, so I can't grow up. Then she loses her identity as a mother. Identity
That's
is the
good.
most powerful thing.
It is.
People kill themselves to maintain their identity.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, groups and I'm as a woman or as a woman of color, whatever, all this talk, it's more and more and more and more. It's all just identity stuff.
Yeah. So there's that going on. And then she didn't have much experience like going out. Why is she? She's very fearful.
Fear-based. Yeah.
She.
What-
I know I said I know, and I really don't know.
No, my mom
You got
is
a big part of
very
it.
fear-based too.
Yeah.
And what they do is like when you tell them anything you're doing, I don't know if your mom does. Like if I go,
Wait a minute. I think I'm going to say
Go
what I
ahead.
think it is.
Right.
Oh, maybe some fear-based music would help.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Something in a minor.
I need
that's good.
another sound here. I'm not familiar with this keyboard. She'll do this. She'll go. I'll say I'm going to go tomorrow to get an endoscopy. Go tomorrow and get an endoscopy. She'll repeat what I
Right.
did, and then I have to turn the mute on, and I'll go. I just fucking said that,
Right.
And then I'll turn the mute back.
But it has to be her idea.
Yes, I can't have an idea that makes sense. What were you? You were going to say more of
My mom. If I say to my mom in the end, at the beginning of May, I'm doing a professional Trans Am race. She'll go, "Oh, that sounds really dangerous. That sounds really dangerous." That she won't say "good for you" or
really
she won't say what
that.
car are you driving. She'll just go, "That sounds really dangerous," and then I'll go, "Oh, and in April, I'm doing a Kevin and Bean, or formerly Kevin and Beans, doing their big April Foolishness concert," and she'll go, "Oh, that sounds stressful."
Yes,
a lot of stress. And it's like, I get to drive a professional Trans Am car and go out in front of 7,000 people and do comedy. This is not a bad thing.
Who all want me there.
Right. Super stressful. Are you going to do any comedy in that Trans Am car? Because that sounds stressful and dangerous.
It's a way of controlling and mitigating disappointment. And that's for my mother anyway. She does the exact same thing. Anything I say, there is what is wrong, what's going to go wrong immediately.
Yeah.
Take the wind out of the sails.
Go on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, there's sharks there. Everything.
My mom, I've always said, has 3 modes and 3 modes only in terms of why she can't help you or do anything for you or whatever. She has feeling a cold coming on. She has, I have a cold, and then she has just getting over a cold, and then goes right back into feeling one coming on. So, like when you go,
Beautiful.
"Can you drive me to the airport?" She goes, "I think I got a tickle coming on." Or you could catch her if I just got over something, so I'm a little dehydrated. Or you could catch her mid-cold. But then she just cycles. Those are 3 cycles. She has 3 settings.
Yeah, mine's just focused on me. Like she'll say, "It's cold out, get a jacket." And she'll be like, "I don't want a jacket. You should get a jacket." And I'll go, "No, I really don't want a jacket." And then she'll go, "Get a jacket." And I'll go, "No, I don't want a jacket." And then she'll go, "I'll get you a jacket." And I'll say, "Don't get me a jacket." And then when I'm walking out, she's putting a jacket on. And that's every... So, sometimes I go, I just put the jacket. I'll just do whatever she says. I just get exhausted.
But the good news is you got a great sense of humor out of the deal, and all these crazy characters.
I did, yeah. I did get a lot of characters out of that lady.
Should we do... I thought it'd be funny. Gina does her Nancy Grace character, which is taking over the world, the comedy world. It's a sensation. And I always love Bill Maher, and Bill Maher's all whipped up about the coronavirus. At least I saw him on his last episode of his Real Time.
What was he saying about it?
Well, Bill. He's just whatever he is. He's agitated.
Yeah.
He believes. There's 2 things he believes. He believes the coronavirus is going to kill us all, and he sits there every week in front of a panel of pundits and news people and whatever, and opinion makers, and he just goes, "If Trump loses that election, he is not leaving. He's not leaving." And everyone just goes, everyone's trying to be nice, but they're like, I think it'll work. I think
Chain
we'll
himself to the
transition."
radiator?
He's like, "Oh no, he is not." Like he has 2 beliefs, very strong kind of paranoid beliefs.
Yeah. He was on Joe Rogan, and Joe asked if he heard my impression, and he goes, "It's terrible." He said my impression was terrible. Did you hear that?
No.
And then he said, "I don't know the guy," even though I went to Hawaii together. And then he said he didn't see it. Then he said he saw it. And then Joe goes, "Play it." And he threatened to leave if he played it.
That's a compliment.
It's on YouTube now.
What did it sound like?
I made a response video on my Instagram, because I was never nasty, but I made a Bill Maher gangbang. But he asked for it. He asked for it.
The thing that's
by not asking for it.
that's interesting about him is he's super thin skin.
Yeah, indeed.
So if anyone ever comes on his show and kind of busts his chop, like all he does is bust everyone's chops,
know,
and then
and
somebody busts his chops. He doesn't get it. Like he's angered at the person. It's look, but let me tell you something. Let me explain something. It's all under the umbrella of narcissism. It's all narcissism. But people don't know. I've been saying for years, all roads lead to narcissism. The coronavirus thing, or not thinking Trump's going to leave the Oval Office, or being super thin-skinned when people joke about you as they're comedians and you're a comedian. It's all narcissism. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's weird different roads to it and different paths to it, but it's the same thing. If you're not a narcissistic person, then you get to just skate. You get to just go through life. People can make jokes about you. There's a coronavirus, be damned. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I thought, what if Bill was trying...
great on Adam Carolla.
I'm not...
Terrific.
And Nancy Grace, who are, they're probably not fans of each other, Nancy.
No.
Well, Adam... I know who this man is. I have worked with him peripherally, and I will say this. I respect his vim and his vigor. and that is about where our similarities end.
Nancy, what do you even do? Okay. Are you a lawyer? Did you go to law school? What do you do?
As a matter of fact, Mr. Marr, I am a lawyer. I am a pundit. I am a prolific author, and I'm a giver
What
of
law
opinions.
school did you go to?
You
They need to
don't
close
never
that
you
school
mind what law
immediately.
school I
Okay.
went to. I went to the law school of F you, Bill Marr. You don't need to know what I did or how I got here. You don't
the
know
only
my
bar
story.
you went to was McSorley's. Okay, Adam,
I
what's
do
the-
like McSorley's.
All right. Well, okay. So obviously you guys don't agree on much, but I think we both agree on the dangers of the coronavirus.
There might be some common ground there.
It's a serious problem.
All right. I don't take it as a serious
It's
problem.
not going anywhere, okay? It's going to kill us all, and it's just a matter of time, okay? Ask any doctor.
You know, I tend to agree with Bill, and
Oh, I changed my mind then. This dumb bat agrees with me. I must be
dare
wrong.
Wait a second.
You-
I think where there's some common ground, or possibly we can agree to disagree. Is I don't wear a mask. My kids don't wear a mask, and I
That's
take
so-
them to the mall. and I know
Adam.
Bill's not a fan of the
You're,
kids. so-
you're basically murdering those kids, which isn't a terrible thing, to be honest.
Now, Nancy, I know you're a big advocate for the children.
now here's my biggest problem. I know you don't care
Your
about
biggest
anyone,
problem is
but
that ass.
well, thank you. I take that as kind of a sexy compliment coming from Bill Marr. But here's the deal. You don't care about anybody. You make that very clear on your show every day. You don't like Maxine Waters, and you don't like this person, and you don't like that person. Do you like your own twins?
You know, I'd like to protect them, but I don't want them to become paranoid.
Okay.
And so I don't want to put masks on them.
I'm not
worry about
saying
being
no.
abducted.
I'm not saying they need to be paranoid, Adam. But let me paint you a picture. Why don't you close your eyes for a second? Why don't you just really settle in and listen to my words?
Oh, the voice.
Now-
I'd rather hear one of those horns. You press the button and it just goes.
Wah, wah. Now, Adam, let me paint you. Let me tell you a
go
little
ahead.
story.
I've closed my eyes. Yeah.
Quarantine's on.
Oh, quarantine.
Quarantine's on.
I don't know that there's a quarantine.
Now,
that's on.
just let me paint you a picture.
Okay.
Quarantine's on from sea to shining sea. And you are in that house with your children. You are barricaded and bolted. But guess what that means? That means all the people, and I mean all the people out there who don't much care for Adam Carolla or his kin, know exactly where you are. Know exactly where those children are.
You're right.
You are a sitting duck.
I gotta
you
protect
are
myself.
Patient 0, patient 1, and patient 2. You and those 2 little ones. And everybody knows where to come and get you. All because you refuse to wash your hands.
Bill, thoughts?
My thought is this cackling hen. Do you have a husband?
I do have a husband.
Oh, God
he is an
bless
amazing
him.
man. He's
Yeah.
very supportive, very
I
quiet.
guarantee you he has erectile dysfunction because I went inside my body listening to that.
Oh, really? Your
Yes.
own chunk tucked in.
And my nuts went up into my nut hut. And I have female genitalia now. Okay.
Well, you're
Wow.
very welcome, because obviously we know that women are the stronger sex.
Bill, you're not sexually attracted to Nancy.
No. What's the
He
opposite of sexually attractive?
couldn't handle all of this, and we all know
I
it.
think you like younger gals
Yeah,
that are
young
more
black
of a-
hookers.
or something, but not older, blonder.
Cackling hens that screech when they talk and make no sense. No, that's not my type.
Not your type.
No.
Not your type.
See,
Nancy, any physical attraction whatsoever to Bill?
Well,
She wants it.
being married as I have been for well over a decade, having children of my own, something Bill will never know. Oh, if he has them, he will never know them.
I love how you act like that's a bad thing. Go ahead.
I tend to be a little more traditional, Adam. I'm a little more like you. I think we share a common ground when it comes to family and protecting our kin from danger. Now, I know Bill and his hookers is a totally different story, but you're sitting ducks, Adam. You're sitting ducks.
I got it.
I'm pro coronavirus now.
And scene. All right. I knew that would be a winner. We've got the. You got the Rogan video where it's
good.
talking about Bill.
Look how uncomfortable
made
he
it.
gets.
You know, I heard
he
you
calls
say
me
that
Kyle
once. Yeah,
Kalinske
when you
for
were
a
back.
minute.
I think it's-
Oh, sorry, well,
He calls me Kyle Kalinske for a minute. He cracks that though, but that made me feel really good, Kalinske.
You know, I heard you say that once when you were
that's how I
laughing at
feel.
some guy doing a terrible impression of me, and it's a very
Kyle Kalinske? He does a great impression of you.
I didn't know who he was.
Have you ever seen the face swap version that he does of you on Instagram?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
find
Yeah,
that
he
before we leave. What's that? Kyle, did I say
Look at that
Kalinske? Sorry,
But
Kyle.
No,
Kyle
we
Dunnigan.
don't have to look at this. I'm leaving.
It's amazing.
To you, it was amazing. It wasn't. I don't man. But people have done me, and I can laugh at it. It's not that it was
He's
just.
your face. He's got your face, and he's doing an impression of you. You've never seen this?
Did not. I saw what. Anyway,
Now I saw it. Before I didn't, but now I saw it.
The point was, what was the point?
I don't know. He said he's seen
hated
impressions
it.
and he liked it, so why did he hate yours so much? Because it was too good?
He hated it. He said it was terrible.
Those are real.
I got to tell you, if I close my eyes and I hear him conversationally and hear Kyle
It's hard
doing
to
him
discern, yeah.
conversationally, I don't know. Can we do a little A and B on that? Or I'll buy you a few minutes. We can do like Rotten Tomatoes or something, and I'll buy that. But
Rotten Tomatoes.
I think if I close my eyes,
It's
I don't
terrible.
know.
You think Kyle sounds more like Bill Maher than Bill Maher
Bill Maher
now?
does.
It's indistinguishable.
When I
It's
hear Bill just sort of conversationally, and I hear, yeah,
yeah.
I know.
It's a pretty solid impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, it couldn't be a terrible impression. It's too spot on. All right. Yeah.
That's
what
why
we're going to do with the keyboard?
I don't know. This here.
Oh, okay.
Was it
Just
requested?
showed up.
When,
Wow.
ever since I was a young boy.
Songs. Any requests?
You're very good.
Well, everyone loves the Peanuts theme.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
the
sure.
piano.
Sorry.
That's real good.
Bill
that's
Maher
okay.
said that sucked.
That was terrible.
Does that make you want to jump in place with your arms down like they do? Like the Peanuts dance?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great beat. I don't know what that cartoon would be without
No,
that
it
song.
would be a flop.
It would be a flop. I'm trying to think of like a Steely Dan song or something that had a strong piano or keyboard to it.
I know.
Well, you seem to be a big Billy Joel fan.
I know all Billy Joel songs. I know Elton John songs.
Tiny Dancer.
Wow.
I could do a Billy Joel medley right now. That'd be nice. Little Miami 2017 or Say Goodbye to Hollywood. Or,
It's like, I actually don't know those two.
I
keep lying on that.
those are deep cuts.
yeah, sorry.
I don't know what is one of my favorite and sort of least played Elton John songs is Daniel. I love Daniel, but I don't know what the piano is on Daniel.
Can you do
Or is
Leave
it
On?
Levon's great. Yeah.
Don't wish it away.
Yes. That's great trashy Elton John. I love this. That's a Tool tune.
Old Elton John.
Oh, yeah.
We need a cocktail.
I know.
And
It's
then,
like sitting around a piano bar.
Yeah, Candle in the Wind.
yeah.
That's great.
Goodbye, Norma G. So I never. And
No,
you can
you're
see
gonna
me
stop there?
every.
Do a little more. Why not?
Will you sing, Gina?
No.
Oh, great boy.
I don't know this song as well.
You and all you had the breath to hold yourself with those around you go. And it seems to me you live your life. Bill Maher has small hands.
Did your mom get a piano and kind of push you toward it as a young
No,
person?
there was a broken one in the basement. It had half the keys were broken. I found out Billy Joel had the same thing, and I think it's a good way to learn because I just was obsessive with it and just kind of plunked it out that way. And so you had to kind of hear notes that weren't there, and it forced your brain to sort of go, okay. And now I can kind of hear. I have like a relative pitch, like C is like right there.
So do you think the hearing it in your head is what helps you do all the impressions as well?
Yeah, a lot of people do impressions are have a good ear for music.
You have to. I mean, you have to hear. You have to hear things and be able to replicate them. It's an interesting thing. There's a. We don't have to get into the weeds of it, but it always was interesting to me that I think it was Bill Superfoot Wallace or something. There was a kickboxing champion,
Of course.
and he like in Vietnam, like got his left foot all jacked up or something. So he had to do all these kicks with like his front foot, you know?
Yeah.
And so his misfortune actually bled into this other thing that made him better at using his front foot than the guys that had both feet that worked well, because they'd always rely on their back foot, not their front foot or whatever. But I was thinking about Superfoot Wallace when I was picturing you with the piano with half the keys that were screwed up, where you actually had to fill it in. Yeah.
I had a obsessive personality too as a kid. Like I would fly a kite till I peed my pants.
Right.
You know, it was back they didn't test you.
Yeah.
I think I'm fine. But like I would play the piano for like hours.
Is that ultimately what happens when you fly a kite too long?
Yeesh.
Yeah. Well, God, remember when an insult to someone was either I said good day or go fly a kite, and now it's like fuck you, bitch, you dog ass fucking shitty titty face.
Go pound sand.
It's gotten less graceful.
We used to ask people to fly kites.
Jump off, jump in the lake.
Go kick rocks.
Go jump
and
in the
then
lake.
greet them again. At least jumping in a lake could be cold. I mean, flying a kite sounds like it could be enjoyable.
Tell me to fly a kite. I wouldn't want to do that at all.
Yeah.
Like how was that?
Yeah. Say
Pound
good day
sand.
twice. Sorry.
Good day, sir.
All right. Oh, we can do a little A and B on Bill Maher. All right. I'm gonna listen now. The thing about Bill on Rogan's podcast is that might sound different or more closer audibly than this. You know what I mean?
But I think Kyle's used to hearing him on.
Yeah, I just mean it's going to come through our ears,
Mm.
through our equipment differently. Right. Well, let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot. Let's see.
How are you, sir? You don't miss the handshake, do you? No. Okay, thank you. Okay, so listen, we'll get back to this subject, but I want to talk about your book first because it's a fantastic book. And
Thank you.
if we ever get past this crisis, and we will.
Okay,
we
it's
will
a fantastic book. If we get past this crisis, okay.
All right, you ready to play the want to play the Rotten Tomatoes game?
Do it.
Let's
Listen to that noise. That's a high falsetto voice. It can only mean one thing, and you can feel it.
Got some names of flicks, and the gang makes their picks, guessing if it's rotten or fresh.
If they guess it exactly, we'll get a bonus 5.
It's the Rotten Tomatoes game. You know how we do it. Give me the Rotten Tomatoes game. Now it's time to play it.
So we're very excited to not only have Kyle Dunnigan in the studio, but also his entourage of celebrity friends. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So this time we want to hear from all of you.
All righty.
So we've selected films in honor of our esteemed guests.
Super.
First, Mr. Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
You stole the show in the first Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Which is why they put the sequel in your hands.
Yes, they did. Many beautiful dinosaurs. My favorite, of course, the Pegasaurus. Yes.
But how did it fare? What did you think about 1997's Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World?
Let's see. Now I'm having trouble separating all my Jurassic Parks. They all were good, right? This wasn't the one with Vince Vaughn, no?
This was the one with Vince Vaughn. I will simply say, no, they are not all good. There are some very, very, very bad movies in this franchise.
How many are there? 4?
No, there are 3 with the original storyline, and then there was the Chris Pratt storyline. We're on number fucking 3 of that bullshit.
Brian. But how dare you, sir? All Jurassic movies are 100% Rotten Tomatoes.
This is number 2.
This is number 2. This is also directed by Steven Spielberg.
And the first one was really innovative.
It's one of the greatest popcorn movies of all time.
That's right.
Well, I will tell you.
soundtrack.
See, I will tell you this. when they do those movies where they go, well, what happened with Liar Liar? Well, Jim Carrey's got an 8-year-old, and he was blowing out the candles on his birthday cake, and he was wishing that his dad could never lie again. Or what happened to this other one? Kirk Cameron was pissing in a fountain, and lightning hit the fountain. It's like, well, then his dick burns off. Oh, no, he gets superpowers. He becomes the other guy's pissing, and it's like, that ain't... I know we need to get from here to there, but you got to do a better job of a kid wishing. Yeah. I wish for a fucking mini bike every single year. I never got a fucking mini bike when I was 8. So Jurassic Park actually offers something up.
Just give something plausible we can hold on to. I had that same tangential thought. I was watching The Invisible Man the other day, where it's like, okay, this is an absurd premise, but they gave us enough of a plausible thing to hold on to, like Jurassic Park. All right, I'm in.
Jurassic Park's like, all you needed was, well, they got the amber, and then you got the blood and the DNA, and then we extract the DNA, and you're like, I'm there. All right, we're done.
Sure.
But pissing in the fountain, no, not so much. Although I haven't actually tried it, so I think we should.
Touching the artifact at the the time. With
like
Fred Savage and Judge Reinhold.
Storm clouds moving in fast doesn't really change things. Okay, all right. So
that being said,
Spielberg doesn't do a lot of. Does Spielberg do any rotten?
We're going to find out.
What's Spielberg's rotten? Does he have any rotten?
I'll give you a few.
Oh, you will? Okay. Well, I don't know.
But that said, he consistently makes mostly good movies.
All right. I'm going to go fresh, barely at 61.
I would a little lower. This has some great scenes, some Spielberg-y scenes, but also just overall very uneven. I said 56.
I said 55.
Let's see here. Let me see. People love dinosaurs, so I'm going to go with 100% Rotten Tomatoes.
100?
Yes, 100.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. It could be lower.
Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World is rotten at 54%.
Oh.
And the people had it at 51.
The Terminal is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh, The Terminal.
That's the Tom Hanks one.
Spielberg, Tom Hanks, and it was also a true story. It was really a good story. Somehow it fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lived in the airport.
Yeah.
Hanks is like, well, who was his love interest in
Catherine Zeta-Jones, I'm almost positive.
Right. So he's like a homeless guy from Croatia, and she's like the hottest flight attendant on Pan Am ever offered up, and she starts to get the hots for him. I do like that part.
Hard to see how it fell apart.
All right.
Next up, we got Sylvester Stallone.
All right. What movie is this? Yeah. Oh, pretty good.
Now, obviously, we're all huge fans here.
Yes. That Rambo 1, pretty good. Yeah. Rambo 2, that was good too. We had Rambo 3 through 7. Those are pretty good.
Well, since we're in the presence of a racing enthusiast, we want to talk about you in your role along with Burt Reynolds in 2001's Driven.
Driven?
Oh, yeah.
I love...
yeah, you got the wrong poster.
That's not the right poster.
That doesn't look like me at all.
I'm just curious who vetted that poster just for fun. We got put the poster. Is it a Kalen move? Whose move is that?
It's Kalen, yeah.
Put the poster up. Put the fake Driven poster up just so we can make fun of Kalen. It's got Jason Sudeikis, Lee Pace, Judy Greer,
the DeLorean on that poster
Corey
too.
Stoll, and Driven with a DeLorean in it. It would probably have people that were in the movie Driven.
Yeah, Stallone or Reynolds would certainly be on the poster.
That's like the third best Driven movie.
Right now, this is the first poster that comes up when you type Driven because it came out in 2019.
That's pretty rough.
It reminded me... it was like when Nate and the other shop put our deck together, I think, and he went, we're putting something together for Rensport. I think it's RENN or something. And I think he spelled it WREN or something. And I was like, he put a whole Bible together. I was like, that's not how you spell Rensport. And he's like, hey, I Googled it, and that's what came up. And it's like... I get that the computer can give you things. At a certain point, you got to be a little better than the machine.
You got to vet it.
You got accountability.
This movie's about indie drivers, and we're showing a DeLorean in the front. It's just
this seems like a parody.
Stallone. Okay,
Judy
anyway,
Greer's looking pretty hot.
Anyway, so this movie, I have talked to Stallone about this.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
We had a conversation about this movie, right?
Yeah. We were...
Gina Gershon.
we were sitting. This looks a little more like
Stella Warren.
Yeah.
The short-lived career of Stella Warren.
We were sitting in Maria Menounos' backyard.
That's right.
And we were talking.
Menina Menounos' backyard. Right?
Who is she?
Menina Menounos' backyard.
Maria Menounos.
Right. This backyard.
Yeah, we
I
were
remember this.
We're in Maria
Menounos' backyard.
Yeah, it's the pluralization.
Yeah.
I think that's great. It screws us up. Yeah. Maria Menounos'
backyard. And you said to me, I remember this.
Yeah.
Remember what you said to me?
Yeah, I
in
said.
the Menina Menounos' backyard?
Who?
Salminio's backyard?
No, Maria Menounos.
Right.
Yeah, so I said to Sly, who does he punches his own hand a lot.
Yeah, I
when he
like
talks.
to do that.
Yeah.
I like to punch myself.
Right. Well, the hand, the palm, Yeah. And I was talking to him about this movie because I've seen it and no one else really has, but he wrote it. I'm pretty sure he wrote this script, Max Pata, and it was originally he wanted to do it.
Minnie Mouse.
No,
that was Maria Minnie Mouse.
No, it's a Greek name.
Okay.
Greek.
Oh, Greek, like a pita bread Greek.
Okay, all right.
He does have the screenplay credit. Yeah.
He does. He wrote the screenplay. So he was telling me that he wrote it, and he wrote it for F1. And it got all discombobulated and everything, and it turned into an indie movie. And you know what? I think it was Rennie Harlan. Did Rennie Harlan direct this thing? It was like a big action director. Sly.
Yeah.
Rennie Harlan, I think, got hold of your script. And he screwed it all up.
That guy screwed up my script.
That's right. So he was saying that he had this great.
That's what he said. Maria's backyard.
Maria Musaki, the Greek girl.
Right.
All right.
Well, there may be a Maria Musaki, but this is Maria Menounos.
Right. And this guy screws up my script.
Right.
That's what you're saying about it.
And it was supposed to be F1, but it's probably hard to get the rights to F1.
Yeah, that was a swear word.
Huh? Oh, FU?
Yeah, they made me change it.
No, F1. Formula One.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I wrote it a while ago.
Yeah, no, I know. So you did Formula. It was supposed to be Formula One. You ended up being Indy. Rennie got hold of that script. Yeah. He whacked it all up. And the next thing you know, this really cool racing movie turned out to be, well, it'll be less than fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
So let me add to that. So it's come up before on the show. We've done a couple of movies from Franchise Pictures. That was a very prominent movie producer back in the day, a guy named Eli Samaha. And his method was to, his business model was to get a big international star like Sylvester Stallone or Kevin Costner or John Travolta. And he would say, hey, make your pet project for 1/5 the budget you want. I'll give you a little bit of money, but we're going to make this movie. And he made Battlefield Earth. He made Driven. He made 3,000 Miles to Graceland. Tons and tons of bad movies over the course of like 4 years. He was prolific.
I wrote a great movie. Then that guy made it gross. Then I told Adam about it. Next to Maria Menounos. All right.
Maria Menounos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian just compared your movie to Battlefield Earth.
Not
I don't know
favorably.
if you caught that.
That was a pretty good movie.
Battlefield Earth?
Yeah, I like that.
I don't think that's fresh either.
DVD.
He had a couple of hits, but mostly bad.
All right, so Driven.
Adam, so it says Stallone went to a lot of F1 races, but was unable to procure enough information about the category due to the secrecy with which teams protect their cars, so he changed it to Champ Car.
I went to a lot of things, but they wouldn't tell me nothing. So I couldn't write a good movie, No,
I know. You need information. Yeah. His character, by the way, they had this great scene where
I'll remember.
His character was called the Hummer. And that's when he got into his groove, he'd hum like, and they'd hear it through the radio, like, oh, now he's humming and he's passing everybody now and all that kind of thing.
I always put that in a movie, like in Over the Top. I turned my hat around.
Right.
And that meant I got serious.
Right.
In this movie, I started humming.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started humming. And also, there's a great scene where he'd, go out and he'd place a quarter on
Yeah,
each
that's what I
corner,
remember.
like on each corner, and then he'd slide by and pick them up with his
Oh,
car.
my
It was
God.
like
Very dangerous.
stopping a car on a dime, like something that's never been done in the annals of all racing. And then they did that move at the end where he pulls in, and they go, "Well, Hummer, it looks like you missed one." And he goes, okay. And he's walking away from the car, and then the corner guy sees the quarter stuck into the tire.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I love that part. I put the quarters on the track. They said I didn't do it right, but then I showed them that the quarter was on the tires.
I like that Stallone has Down syndrome.
No, I had the forceps when I was being born.
Oh, you got tongues.
Yeah, they tongue in my head with solid tongues. And I don't talk so good. Hey, I did all right, though. You know?
You got the barbecue tongues that screwed you up. Yeah.
Barbecue sauce on my face. That doctor should be fired. Delicious barbecue you made, though.
Look at the tagline, welcome to the human race.
Oh, it's so good.
I might be going too high on this one.
I think it might be too, actually.
All right. I am going to go with 27.
Oh, thank God. I went 32.
I went 37.
Let's see a clip.
You can find the quarters on the. You can find the quarters.
You find that quarter clip because that's going to decide my decision of what number edification I'm going to put on this tomatofications.
All right.
Here we go.
We'll play it when he's ready. He picked up all. He throws the quarters out on each corner. He stops. What's he doing?
He's just wound up. Doing his coin bid will relax him.
What's his coin bid?
He's going to hold a controlled slide going full out, and then he's going to drift over and pick up 3 coins.
And the effects were just so bad.
Right.
So cheap.
Any fool can do that, but he'll slide over, snatch him up with the back one, and not lose a millisecond of speed.
No, there's no way you can do that.
You don't want to bet that.
That's always. I like when the hot chick wants to know what's going on. No hot chicks ever went. What's up with Carolla? I think he's taking a shit, or he's beating off.
Tell me more.
He's in the bathroom. Kyle's the hot chick ever endeavored to find out what Kyle Dunnigan's up to?
No.
He's picking up each coin.
He's talking to his mother.
He's picking up each coin with his sticky race tire. I can't believe it. He's going into full drift.
There's number 2.
I can't believe it. Also, if this guy's the best, why is he the backup driver? Why doesn't he just drive?
He's misunderstood. Sounds like humming.
He's difficult.
He's humming.
Oh, here it is.
Why is he humming?
Just some crazy thing he does when he's pushing close to the edge.
That's what I do. No, just me. Yeah, just I do this. I pick up quarters.
He's getting into the tunnel vision now.
Uh-oh, look out.
Everything fades away.
Here he comes.
Uh-oh. Over rev.
Let him go. I want to see if he's still got it.
I'm rolling risking life.
He's humming. He's in the tunnel vision.
Picking up quarters. Humming.
There he comes.
Quarters flapping around.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think you passed the audition, and I'm not mopping up the mess, Hummer.
What mess?
That's a great line.
And they want him to blow his engine up, I guess.
Is that a young Gina Gershon?
Doesn't
No.
look like her.
Oh, she is in this movie, but that's not her.
Yeah, Hummer.
Not bad.
Not bad, Hummer.
Oh, this guy.
This guy's in love with him.
Oh, yeah. That's the young rookie. Oh. Here comes Bert.
Your humming is getting better.
Does that mean you can let me drive again?
No, I said your humming is getting better. Not your driving. Go talk to him.
I think someone's going to say you missed one, and then he'll find it in the tire.
How you doing? I'm Joe.
How you doing?
Yeah, it sounded different back then. A little bit. I got older.
It did.
What's that guy?
I like Memo.
Joe's got his cocky
Good
brother.
Just want to let you know that I didn't have any problem with him at all. 2 out of 3, huh?
Jimmy, you want
to
let me go grab a cup of coffee and maybe talk some strategy?
got two of the
Strategy simple.
two of the
He
coins,
drives, you
but
block.
not three.
You block, he wins. Look, we got to hit it.
The Hummer's going to do a cock block on him.
Come on, buddy. It's part of the gig.
Yeah, I'm gonna block his cock.
See you later. You got anything, just channel through me, okay? I channel well.
Cocky. There's always the cocky agent, brother. Turn that tire around.
Is it inconceivable? It's on the other side of the tire. The kid's really mouthy.
Picked them all. Of course he did. He got all three. There you
Beautiful movie. I'm gonna give that a 2.
A 2?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
A lot of range.
That's a 2.
All right. So scores the guy got 27.
32.
37.
All right.
Driven is rotten at 14%.
Oh, very close to 2.
That's pretty good.
No, it's not like 14 out of 20, Sly.
Isn't one the best? Number 1 is the best. F1's the name of the movie.
No,
Yeah.
F1.
Yeah.
All right, that's a series. Okay, hold on. You can't
waiting.
do the self-righteous sniff.
Better watch your
Number
mouth
1.
right now. What you about to say?
1 is the worst. Well, 0 is the worst. 1 is almost the worst.
for losers.
100 is the best.
0's for loose.
So 14 is a long ways away from 100.
Yeah, no, but it's near 1.
Right.
That's
okay.
good.
All right, let's just keep pushing ahead here. Here we go.
Let's go back and do that again.
We don't often discuss documentaries on the Rotten Tomatoes game.
Oh, come on.
Nor do we normally bring back celebrities from the dead. But maybe Michael Jackson can tell us a little bit about the making of his final concert film, 2009's This Is It.
That's me. That's me.
I saw this in the theaters.
Me too.
Look at this. Up on my toes.
I remember that hot blonde chick who played the guitar in a real masculine way. That was
Yeah.
that
Wasn't
was
that Sheryl
hot,
Crow?
right, Michael? No,
It's Australian.
I didn't like her.
no. She was a beautiful blonde,
Yeah,
and she played
crazy
with
name.
power.
She was too big.
No,
And a
she was
girl.
beautiful. She was a beautiful blonde who could really play that rock, swing that rock axe.
Her name is Orianthe.
Right.
Orianthe,
That's right.
yeah, beautiful.
Ori.
You like her, Michael?
No, thank you.
But she's so attractive, you know, and she's.
I like something else.
Oh, you
I
want a
have different
brunette?
taste in people I'm attracted to.
Oh, would you want like a brunette?
No,
Okay, I'm still super confused because she was.
no, thank you to brunette girls.
Redhead?
Or you want a ginger, right?
They can be ginger. They can be brunettes. But they can't be girls like that. The one that played the guitar.
What is the? I swear to God, I was literally thinking about this yesterday. I was pulling out. I had the satellite radio station. I was like that 80 station, and they're playing one of his songs. Not the Thriller Days song or Off the Wall. I love Off the Wall, but one of the more modern ones. And everything was like a tick and a ta and a huh and ta. And I just kept thinking, like, as the producer, like as the engineer, like when he really started doing it to the point, like, I just said the word like, but I was going to say, like when a 13-year-old girl says like on everything, like it was like, and it's like, and then he's like, and then I was like, and you want to go just tamp it down a little.
Who says that to Michael?
That's right. No one would say it to him.
You're being-
It didn't fuck
you're
up the
being
song, but
mean.
it was kind of weird. Like, it was like too much.
You're being mean to me.
No, I'm sorry,
That's
Michael.
terrible.
No,
That's
I didn't.
terrible.
I didn't mean to
That's
be
how I
mean to you.
sing.
Yeah, you make the ticks and the tocks, but
Just I sing like this. Oh, sing like this. I just like to sing like this.
That was kind of it.
it?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
felt like
that's a
it.
hit tune.
yeah. What,
Yay!
okay, well,
I'm Peter Pan.
you can find one of those. I'm trying to think of what the tickiest, tockiest.
My song called TikTok.
Oh, there was
Tick
a-
tock, go the clock to tee. Oh, tick tock, go the clock to hee. Oh, tick tock.
That'd be the one.
That's
Probably
I
that
guess that
sounds,
would be
yeah.
the
That's the
tickiest,
one you're thinking
tockiest.
of.
So, all All right, this is a good doc, right? That was interesting.
but
All right,
what
there's a lot of controversy about him.
I think
and his
I
life.
died halfway through.
This
though.
came out really soon after his death, like maybe like the next summer or something, and like. There's not much to pick apart here because there's not much to it. Like it's just background footage,
behind
and
the scenes, getting ready
rehearsal.
for a concert.
It's all endlessly fascinating to me, but I guess it doesn't mean it's a good doc.
But are you allowed to say it's a good doc?
That's the point too.
Hit me one time. Hit me 2 times. Hee hee. Give me a proper fall. Oh!
All right. With that in mind, I enjoyed this doc. I enjoy most every doc. In my world, it's hard to get like under 70 in a doc. So I gave it 71.
I went higher. In my recollection, the world had not turned on Michael Jackson. Like the world was still mourning his death.
Weren't you just saying it wasn't good?
Have you ever met him before? He does this every time.
I was saying there wasn't much to it. There's not much you could pick apart. So I said
go ahead.
84.
My thing is like I love too much.
I know.
I'm like one of those people.
You trust too much.
I trust. I love.
Not
I want
me.
so much for everybody.
Well, I had this number stuck in my head. I think it might be right, but I also was like, would they make it this high? I said 88.
I don't like tomatoes, so I'm going to give it 98 children.
98 children.
Yeah, 98 children.
Children. Oh.
Children.
Yeah, I was always wondering when you're doing Billie Jean and you're going, but the chair is not my son. Like you say children or kid or shit.
The kid.
It sounds more like chair. It always sounds like chair.
Chair. One of the verses I say chair.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That must be the one I always
say
do.
the kid and the chair. Both aren't mine.
I swear to God, you listen to that song. It sounds like a chair. All right, now I feel bad. I went too low. I enjoyed this, and I was talked out of it by One Bald Brian and Gina Grad with their social ramifications as well. Here we go.
This is it. Is certified fresh at 81%.
Oh, interesting.
That's
Okay.
terrible. That's terrible.
Well, don't worry, President Trump. We didn't forget about you.
Terrific.
Well, you've played yourself in several films.
That's right.
But you played a fictional character in a 1994 film based on the 1955 TV series, The Little Rascals.
Greatest movie of all time. Little Rascals.
I don't think.
What are you talking about?
Let's play a clip.
Here we go. Sorry. All right, Little Rascals.
No recollection of this even happening.
In this?
I saw bits and pieces of it, like on cable, because it had a go-kart race in it or something. Anything that has wheels. I'm sort of into it. But what year was it? 96?
94.
Oh, 94. Okay, nobody liked this movie, but how bad is it? Is it in the teens? It's a bunch of kids, you
It's
know?
timely, too. Little Rascals with the 94 crowd.
This is my favorite movie.
Oh, Michael.
So many children.
Children?
Yeah.
The chair? So many chairs?
Little rascal. Oh, I like them little rascals.
All right. Anyway, that's a dumb go-kart scene. All right. This is, what are we, number 4 or number 5? Is this our last one? This is 5. Oh, 4. Okay. Well, don't release your thumb then. Toss a game
No,
for 4
I
then.
actually thought it was 5. I was wrong.
Okay. This is 4. All right. The game's pretty close. And this could be a big one because this thing could be 6 or, 28, 32.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go unseasonably low at 11.
Oh, this could separate us. I said 35.
Whoa. When you said, what did you say, between 6 and...
Like 37.
Yeah, I think I almost split the difference before you said that. I said 13.
Michael, Donald.
100 of the most delicious tomatoes in the universe. Okay. 100.
100. But now 100 is the best.
That's right.
So everybody who saw the movie.
Every person loved
with you in
the
it.
Little Rascals because Trump was in it.
So every single reviewer would
Not
say.
one was even 99%.
Well, if they were 99%, you would still get 100 the way they
But there weren't even those.
There weren't even those. So every
Universal
single
approval.
reviewer.
Yes.
Because you were in it.
Exactly.
What if you weren't in it?
It was a 4.
Oh, wow.
But then Trump comes on the screen. So terrific.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh, no.
The Little Rascals is rotten
Right.
at 23%.
Oh, nice.
23. Audience says 70.
What'd you do? 33 or something?
I did 35.
Oh, there I. Whoa, Gina was a
13.
13. Oh boy, we're all. This a lot of. It's knotted up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last one.
Finally, we're looking for Ray Liotta. Is he here?
Yeah. Well, I stopped smoking because of Chantix, but then I started fucking smoking again. What
Tell
movie
us.
we doing? What movie this?
What were you thinking when you made a motorcycling comedy with Tim Allen, John Travolta, and William H. Macy?
Wild Hogs. Come on.
He was in that?
Oh, it was all over it.
Funny. That was a funny movie with the Wild Hogs. Yeah, I remember that.
2007's Wild Hogs.
Yeah, Wild Hogs. Yeah. Motorcycles.
It is. I've seen it.
Is he not on the poster?
No.
Oh.
They're the Wild Hogs.
He's not one of the Wild Hogs?
on the fucking poster. What is that?
Martin Lawrence, William Macy.
John Travolta?
Karen was in that too.
Does it bother you guys when the names never match up with whether people are standing on the poster?
I don't like when they do that. I
No,
know
that's
it's a whole publicist thing and it's a maneuvering thing and whatever. I don't like that. Their name should be over their head because that's the first. Travolta got it, but Tim Allen didn't.
Yeah,
And
well,
Martin
they
Lawrence
just
are
move
screwed.
those people around.
All right. This is a cookie cutter, exactly what it is film. But it's well executed and everything. It's competently executed and it just sort of moves along. It's got a little love story.
And I'm a funny guy. I'm a funny fucking guy.
Oh no, yeah. It's you play the bad biker.
Yeah,
you play
it's funny though.
Right.
All right.
Okay. So, it's rotten, but how rotten is it? Now, also, this is also one of those movies. It's got Tim Allen and Travolta in it. It's easy to make fun of. You know
But it's
what I
got
mean?
William H. Macy. Accomplished.
Yeah, but nobody, he doesn't pull any, his rising tide doesn't lift any of their boats. They're going down. A lot of homoeroticism humor in this. It's the very end of the homo, when you'd wake up with in the sleeping bag.
Those
like,
are
where's your
pillows.
hand? Right. Like we can totally, middle-aged guys could get completely freaked out by another middle-aged guy who was naked near them.
Yeah. Glory days.
It's funny. We go back and we do all the kind of Me Too women-y stuff, but no one does the homoerotic math on so many of these movies where that was pure humor.
But that was the
just
joke.
How disgusting it was to be gay.
We used to do pranks on the set. I do funny pranks,
Right.
when they're sleeping.
Right.
I would put my penis in the butthole, some funny, homo prank.
That is homo.
No,
that is gay sex.
No, it's a joke though.
Yeah, but if you're putting your penis in Travolta's ass,
but he's sleeping. It's funny. Wake up, he doesn't know what's in his ass. That was funny. Yeah, you're laughing.
But
Why are you laughing?
No, it's
That's
uncomfortable
funny.
laugh. It's not a real
and I'd be
authentic laugh.
smoking right next
A scene from a semi-recent movie that does not hold up given today's the way the world has changed is in Ace Ventura when he kisses Sean Young, who he later finds out to be a man. He is so disgusted by the idea that he has kissed a man.
Right.
He starts to vomit and retch uncontrollably. Yeah, and then he takes a plunger into his mouth as if to get all of the vomit out. Then he burns his clothes and takes a rape shower.
Right, and that was Sean Young. I mean, was a man or is a man or whatever it is. But yes, you're
Finkel
right.
Einhorn.
Yeah. All right. Let's. This
Lock
is
it
it.
in.
This is going to settle it. This is going to settle it with a 29.
I went maybe a little too high at 41.
I may have gone way too low. 15.
I didn't see this movie. I know I'm in it, but I didn't see the movie. I didn't watch it. And I'm not on the posters. That doesn't help. Nobody's smoking. I'm going to give it an 8.
8.
8? All right.
Yeah.
One of you is one digit off.
That's a 9.
Wild Hogs
Could be right.
is rotten at 14%.
Oh, that hurts a lot. I needed that badly.
Oh, Gina.
Oh, the death blow.
That was, you were 15?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that's
Gina
a
had
big one.
Good game.
We used to play penis mustache on the set.
Oh, like when Travolta would fall asleep?
Yeah, I just put my penis on it. It's fun.
That's
it's
not,
a joke.
no, that is like homo,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
gay sex. I mean,
I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go.
Kyle Dunnigan.
Yes.
If we added up everyone else's score
Yes.
and put you up against that, you would still lose.
That hurts.
158.
That might be a new record.
That's pretty good.
Bald Brian.
So close till the end.
He looks like a cute adult boy.
Bald Brian coming in 5 points away from the ace man. Adam Carolla's score is 57. Gina Grad. Did you need that 5-point deduction? We are going to find out. 20 points separates you and Bald Brian.
I don't feel good about my chances.
Bald for third place, 62, leaving us Gina with a Jackie Robinson. 42, my dear, for the win.
Thank you. Feels good.
Yeah, the thing about Wild Hogs is a perfectly serviceable sitcom-y type movie that should have been 35 or 40, but they kick the shit out of it. They see Travolta and Tim Allen on there, they're like, fuck you, we're not going.
Mr. Rotten Tomatoes, yeah. You know how we do it.
All right. Oh, we have the Deacon Jones mashup